Hi everybody, Mrs. Rocket here. Just wanted to show you a new craft that you'll be getting in a bag, and I guess we'll call it an ocean scene, but mostly it's beauty comes from all the beautiful waves, the different shades of blue, and the white bit in the waves is caused by paper, is made by paper tearing. So you're going to have a chance today with the strips that you'll be given in your bag to gently tear the strips of paper to get that wave effect. And these little figures are all in your bag as well. All you have to do is cut them out and stick them where you want. And you will see in a minute that you will get a board, and the sky's already painted, but at the very end you'll have a chance to use a little bit of a sponge and some white paint to make the cloud effect. So let's get started. So you will find in your bag that you will have the board, and as I mentioned, on the board you will have the start of your picture, and that's the sky. And at the very end, after you've stuck everything down, you'll be able to use a tiny little sponge and some paint, and all you have to do is just at the very end dip your sponge in and make that effect of the clouds. You should be able to do that very easily, and that's just using a sponge, but you'll find that all in your pack. But the most important thing, aside from your board, are your paper strips. And you'll have, as you see, a whole lot of different shades of blue and different patterns, just like the real waves and the color of the water in the sea, the natural water. So that will be in your pack. Now I'm going to, I've started already to strip them earlier, so I'm going to go over to the ones that I started, and I just really want to show you the best technique for that. So I'm going to start with this nice dark blue one. So as you can see, when you strip, when you tear, you hold on with one hand and you pull down with the other. So I'm pulling down with my right hand, and the tearing effect is in my left hand, right? So here on this side, I'm not getting that white wave look. I don't want this side, but I definitely want the one that's underneath. That's the side I like. And there you go. And if I want it really wavy, I can tear in a way that makes it really wavy up and down. Or if I want a more gentler wave, I can tear straight. So there we go. So that's good enough to use. It's quite wavy there. So I might want that for my top. So no, I don't have enough over here, so maybe I'll just cut that there, and I'll use this bit. So again, you're just using Pritt stick. Doesn't matter. You can stick right on the board because it's going to be sticky. Give it a little stick, nice and gentle. And then I put it over to that side. That's the top bit. I want to make sure it's on the top, right over to the edge. And if it does go over the edge like that, then that's okay. When you finish, you can always trim like that. So that's the start. So I want to finish over here, this top layer. No, maybe I don't want any more of that blue. Maybe I'll try something else. Maybe I'll try this one. Again, tearing to make sure that you are using as your waves the bit that you tear that has the white. So I don't need much really there. I only need about that much. There, got a nice effect there. I'm going to glue that down and stick that right in there to match up with that. Make sure that's there. And again, at the end, or whenever you want, you turn it over. That's a little bit easier to trim off. So then I've got so many different colors. Maybe I decide I want something lighter underneath. And again, I'm going to tear. If I want a really wavy effect, I move it back and forth. There we go. I'm going to try something different this time. So I'm alternating, making different shapes again over to the edge. Now maybe I think, I'll try some of this purple, pulling down. And you can use any method to pull, but I need to know about how much I'm going to use. You don't have to, there's no perfect way to do it. I generally get a feeling for how long it's going to be. And then turn it over and give it a lick of glue. There you go, don't worry too much. And then stick it down. Try not to have any gaps. Don't want any gaps there. And then you might wait till the end or do it now and just trim. And then you go all the way down with the various colors, different ones. There's all sorts of different shades of blue here. You can, some are plain, some have more pattern, but it's up to you. You can really use whatever you want, and it's all in your package. And then once that's done, and once you've dabbed on using your little sponge and your white clouds, then you can use your figures. You've got some seaweed, you've got a tortoise, a turtle, and you've got a couple of fish, a man and a lady swimmer. You've got a big ocean liner, and I've tucked that right in there. You can see underneath the waves, so it looks more natural. And I've got my sailboat on a bit of an angle because the sea is quite choppy and rough. So that sailboat's not straight. I've put that sailboat on an angle. So good luck with that. I think that it'll have a beautiful effect and you'll really enjoy the paper tearing. So have fun.